Hey my friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is DorianKoholi, and for today's video, we're doing a speed build of another Very Veggie Legacy Challenge home. So I haven't done one of these in a while. For those of you who don't know, the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge is a challenge created by lilsimsie. It's kind of a successor to her Not So Berry Challenge, but basically each generation revolves around a certain vegetable. With that, there's color themes and attributes that go with them. I have been trying to build houses for each generation, starting with broccoli and working our way up. Today we have squash. So what I'm trying to do is do limited pack houses that kind of play into the traits of that particular generation. For each generation, I also add $10,000. I figure that's a reasonable amount to increase by with each generation. So for broccoli, I started out at 20, and we did 10,000 simoleons for each subsequent generation. So for squash, we now have 50,000 simoleons, which I thought would be more than enough for all of this. But as you can see later on in the video, I end up heading up against that really quickly, end up having to swap some things out. All right, so for the squash generation, I'm going to read this directly from the description. So you grew up in a small town and farm, and you always dreamed of getting away and moving on to bigger and better things. You know you're destined for greatness, and you're determined to never have your dreams squashed. Squash generation, love it. You care deeply about success and will do anything in your power to get it. So the color theme is yellow. Traits are ambitious, hates children, interesting choice for a legacy challenge, and a geek. Aspiration is academic and master mentor. Career, university student. Additional rules: you must graduate university with at least a B grade, complete both aspirations, max the logic, video game, research and debate skills, and then choose your own career beyond that. The required packs: discover university. There are substitutions for high school years, and just like with every other one, there's base game substitutions as well. So I built this with the base challenges in mind. So I built this using only Discover University. So I built this on the Honeydew Fields lot in Gibbs Hill, which is the little town in the middle of the Brightchester world. I've used this lot quite a few times. Part of it is because I love this world, but there aren't too many lots to actually pick from, which is a little annoying, at least for regular lots. Like there's some like dorm lots and everything, but as far as having like an actual just base lot that you can do whatever with, there aren't too many options in this world, but it is very pretty. So I tried to build this in the style of all the other houses in Brightchester, but I did, you know, obviously because we're yellow, it's a mostly yellow color theme. I tried to make it look like one of the townhouses, but I did build a couple extensions on the side just because it is kind of standalone piece, and otherwise the house would be very big, like with every other house I've built. So the main theme is the one that goes for the current generation, but for the kids room, I'll also build a room that is kind of representative of the next generation. So the next generation is potato. The color is brown, which great for a kid's room. So you can see we kind of have a, you know, overall I think I styled it pretty nicely, but it is still kind of a drab kid's room, which didn't realize at the time, but the fact that she hates children, it kind of plays well into that because it kind of looks like an attic room, even though it's just like a regular second floor one. But anyway, beyond that, I tried to include enough stuff. So I included a video game console, I included a chessboard. For whatever reason, I thought Discover University had like one of those like standalone podiums and not like the ones that are like two attached to each other. I was gonna try to put a podium in, but I couldn't fit it in the house. So we did mirrors. You can practice debate skills in front of a mirror, so I made sure to put plenty of those around. I think you'll be fine. Beyond that, there isn't a whole lot to talk about. As you can see, I did butt up against that budget. Well, usually when I try to do like starter homes or something within a budget, I do try to at least leave like at least a few hundred, preferably 1,000, so that you have money to actually like live in the house. I don't think we're getting that here. I forget what the exact amount is. When we do the build tour, I'll try to see how much it actually costs, but I think we're right up against that 50,000 window. But with all that, I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of the speed build, and I will see you shortly for the lot tour. So see you in a bit. All right, so here we are in Brightchester in the Gibbs Hill neighborhood. I got that right. And this is our squash gen house. You can see I gave us a $50,000 budget with the lot. I think the lot itself is $1,000. It comes to $49,942. So you have like $58. You could buy a meal or something. You're probably gonna want to get a job though, so just keep that in mind. So all right, and here is our squash gen house. I know I said I was trying to keep it in the style of the buildings. It's actually more so probably like these smaller ones over here. I tried to keep that just with like the little bump out and just a really steep pitched roof. Yeah, so but I did, you know, like I said, we have a few little extensions off to the side, just so we have a little more room. But like try to put like a pretty nice size fireplace chimney in here. And yeah, so that's pretty much the outside. Going in, starting with the first floor, we have a very yellow house. So we have our living room, which we have the video game console, the TV, we have some artwork. Not much in here. I was gonna try, you see on this, I think you saw in the video, I was trying to put some like bookshelves in here. I just ran out of money. So, but then we have the kitchen, just your basic kitchen, the fridge, the stove, the sink. If you saw on the speed build, I did have a little doorway here. I was gonna try to create like a little built-in pantry, but once I ran out of money, I was like, we're just gonna close that off for now. But I see, if you had the door in here, if you wanted to like stick a shelf in here, make it look like a little pantry, I think that could be super cute. Dining room is even more bare bones because yeah, it was a money thing. But we have a table, we have chairs, there's a lot of options in here, so think of it as a blank slate, so you can decorate it however you want once you move in here, if you choose to move in here. I think that's pretty much it. The other room is, this is the one that's the most decorated because this is the one I did first, but this is kind of like a little study area. So we have the chessboard, we have a bookshelf, you can kind of sit, you know, read a book in front of the fireplace, maybe read a logic book so you can build up your logic skill. But then we also have a mirror so you can do research, so you can practice your research and debate. Going upstairs, we have the hallway landing area was a little bigger than I expected. I'm really bad at like trying to figure out where bedrooms go in floor plans, because my original idea was to have like the master bedroom back here and have like their own private patio. I couldn't make that work realistically with the stairs where they were, so we kind of switched it around a little bit. So it's just a general little patio area. You have the bathroom, we have the yellow gen bedroom, so very yellow, but we do have a computer here so you can do video gaming or work on some of your other skills. The kids' room, like I said, this is kind of the drab brown bedroom, but it fits in for the generation. And we did try to make it like, tried to add little pops of color. So we have I forget what this guy's name is, Pixel. This is the one from that last time challenge. Tried to put some cute rabbits on the wall. So, you know, it's not completely drab, but, you know, it's not great either. And I think that's pretty much it. There is technically, like, if you want to add like a little crawl space up here, I'm sure you probably could. I just have windows up there. Outside, we don't have a whole lot. We just have some landscaping and outdoor trash can. But yeah, I think that is pretty much it. So this is our squash gen house, 20 by 15, just under $50,000, which, so by the time you get to like the 4th gen of a legacy challenge, I would assume you'd have that much money. If not, you might have to finagle it or, you know, get it unfurnished, but I'm hopefully this works out for you. So we're gonna put this up on the gallery. So you have squash gen house for your Very Veggie Legacy Challenge. Hope you enjoy. 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, and $48,942. Like I said, it's extra $1,000 with the lot, so it'll come to just under $50K. And there you go. If you want to find it on the gallery, my gallery tag is DorianKoholi, same as my YouTube channel, same as all my socials. This does only use Discovery University. Like I said, for these houses, for these specific generations, I'm trying to limit myself to the packs that it says are required. But if you have other packs, you could load this out. You could fill this out however you'd like. But yeah, so I think that's it. So thank you guys for watching the speed build. If you liked the video, please consider dropping a like. Please leave a comment if there's any other builds you'd like to see, what you're excited about in the Very Veggie, especially the potato house, which will be coming up soon. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I am trying to grow this channel. You guys have been such an immense and amazing support for that so far, so thank you. But with all that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time, friends. Bye, everybody.